Yo, this is David Valle and you're watching PTTV.
Everybody, and welcome back to another episode of PTTV.
Today we have David Valle. Tell us a little bit about yourself, David.
Yeah, sure. So, actor's a bit of a stretch. I've only been in about maybe 2 or 3 different films. That's about it. So it's a little bit of a stretch for me, but I'll definitely take it. So yeah, like not too much to say. I'm a big fan of horror movies, Star Wars, like anything nerdy, geeky, video games. I'm a Twitch streamer. I'm not the most up-to-date Twitch streamer, but you know, whenever I stream, I stream. And yeah, photography, art, you name it, I probably do it in some way, shape, or form.
Telling us one of your inspirations or anything like that?
Inspirations in life in general, I would definitely say is the man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh my God, I love that guy.
My parents are immigrants to this country. He was an immigrant to this country, and he just did it. He made it work. You know what I mean? Yeah, sure, he had fame that came with him, but he made it work as an immigrant. So as a child of immigrants, firstborn American, it just makes me feel like I can do it also. I'm going at a much slower pace, obviously, but it's very inspirational, not only with like working out and just staying creative and doing stuff, but to say that there's always a way to keep moving forward, keep pushing past whatever.
They usually call you the Bearded Menace. Could you tell us how you got that nickname?
So I would do a lot of artwork in the downtown Bridgeport area. I started growing my beard out 7-8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago at this point, maybe. And a lot of people in the area didn't know my name, but they knew who I was, and they could spot me from a mile away. They would see the beard, and they would know it's me. The beard and the hair, they knew that was Dave. And little by little, it started building as, you know, Dave the bearded guy, the bearded this, and someone coined the Bearded Menace, and it just stuck. So, like, everyone down there started calling me Dave the Bearded Menace, or just the Bearded Menace in general, so I figured stick with it. It has a nice ring to it, and people go with it. And again, like, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so Dave the Bearded Menace, the Phantom Menace, you know, it kind of like you kind of see it. Yeah. So that's why. That's where it came from, and that's why I just stuck with it.
I did a little research on your IMDb page, and I saw you had written and produced a film yourself. What was that called?
The film was called Regret. It was something my buddy Alberto Lopez and I made years ago back in college. And our idea was to make a horror movie that could scare you in about 2 minutes or less. That was the whole premise, the whole idea. Like, we want to make sure, like, whoever watched it left away spooked. Like, the best thing about a horror movie is a horror movie that makes you leave scared. Like, if it's a horror movie that only scares you
I agree.
in the theater, in your seat when you're watching it, and after you're turning it off, you're fine, it's not a good horror movie. Like, if you leave, like, thinking, you know, looking at your back seat when you get in the car, or like opening the closet, or like, you know, opening the shower curtain, make sure there's no one behind there, that's a good horror movie.
Yeah.
And that's what our achievement was. So it's called Regret. You can find it somewhere on YouTube, I'm sure. And yeah, we've been working for my buddy Alberto and I have been working for years. We've been trying to add more to the original film, to Regret, make it like scarier, add more scenes, add better scenes. But that was all shot in like literally one night.
Oh, wow.
We came up with the idea. We said, we'll meet Friday night. We'll figure it out. I gave him the direction. We shot it all one night.
David Val's actually one of the vets, man. We're actually on a set of a film that's coming out soon. We'll let you know that later. But, yeah, David Val, before we go, do you have any, like, inspirational quotes, or your favorite inspirational quote you can spread to somebody that's actually trying to write films or be an actor?
So I have 3 inspirational quotes for anyone watching who wants to be an actor, creative, work out better, whatever your goal is. These are the 3 that I've always lived by. First one, I was never more certain of how far away I was from my goal until I was standing right beside it. So it means basically no matter how close you are from your goal, you're still miles away in some way, shape, or form. Or even if you're almost there, it still seems miles away. Second one is do not be afraid of moving slowly, be afraid of standing still. So that means it doesn't matter if you can't catch up with everyone else, as long as you keep moving forward, keep believing in what you're doing, and still like holding on to that dream, it's fine. Doesn't matter if you're 15 or 50. As long as you get to that point where you want to get, it's fine. And lastly, we do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. Meaning, stay young, stay curious, stay foolish, always look to the positive, and always keep on playing no matter what.
All right, guys, that was David Val, and you're still watching PTTV. All right, thanks, Val. Thanks for being on my show.
Of course, man.
Cool.